Udon noodles, those thick, satisfying strands, are a cornerstone of Japanese cuisine. They're more than just a quick bite. They represent a culinary tradition that spans centuries, thick, white, chewy, a delightful texture that dances on your palate, and seemingly everywhere in Japan. From bustling city centers to quiet countryside towns, you're never far from a steaming bowl of udon. They're a staple, a comforting presence in daily life. Found from sleek city eateries to humble village kitchens, prepared with techniques passed down through generations, enjoyed by millions daily. It's a testament to their enduring appeal. But where did they come from? What are the true origins of this beloved noodle? That's a bit of a mystery, shrouded in the mists of time. Some say a monk, perhaps seeking sustenance during long periods of meditation, invented them. Others point to ancient China, suggesting a culinary exchange across the sea. The truth is probably a mix of influences, a culinary evolution, but what's certain is udon's long and fascinating history. It's a humble, filling, and remarkably adaptable food, a blank slate for culinary creativity. Hot or cold, perfect for any season. Loaded with elaborate toppings or just a simple sprinkle of spring onion. Udon's versatility is a significant part of its charm. It's a blank canvas, ready to absorb any flavor profile. It can be a quick lunch, grabbed on the go during a busy workday, a comforting dinner, shared with loved ones around a warm table, or even a festive treat, enjoyed during special occasions and celebrations. To understand the origin of udon, we need to journey back in time to the Heian period, a significant era in Japanese history. That's over 1,000 years ago, a time of emperors, courtly life, and burgeoning cultural traditions. It was a period that laid the foundation for many aspects of modern Japan. The most famous tale, passed down through generations, credits the esteemed Buddhist monk Kukai, also known as Kobo Daishi. He embarked on a transformative journey to China, seeking knowledge and enlightenment. Upon his return, he brought with him the knowledge of wheat noodle preparation and cultivation techniques. This was a significant introduction, as rice was the staple grain in Japan at the time. He introduced this new culinary concept to his home region, which is now known as Kagawa Prefecture, located on the island of Shikoku. Kagawa is still celebrated and famous for its udon noodles today, a testament to the region's long and rich history with this beloved dish. But was this early version of udon exactly like the thick, chewy noodles we enjoy today? Probably not. It's believed that early versions of wheat-based dishes may have resembled dumplings more closely, drawing inspiration from Chinese wheat-based foods like wonton, a type of dumpling. The important takeaway here is that wheat flour, previously less common, was starting to be utilized for the creation of noodles, marking a shift in culinary practices. It wasn't just for bread anymore. A new world of possibilities was opening up. The very concept of noodles began to take root in Japanese cuisine, slowly but surely. However, its acceptance and integration into the daily diet wasn't an instant phenomenon. The spread of noodle consumption was a gradual process, most likely originating within the serene walls of temples and gradually making its way into the refined dining habits of the upper classes. As time passed, the idea and appreciation for wheat noodles continued to grow and evolve, gaining momentum with each passing year. This gradual acceptance and refinement set the stage for the eventual evolution of what we now recognize as udon. The culinary journey of udon had officially begun, even if the noodles themselves looked quite different from the delightful bowls we enjoy today. Kukai may have sparked the idea, but Buddhism helped udon spread. Temples were centers of learning and agriculture, promoting wheat cultivation. As wheat became more common, so did noodles. Trade with China and Korea brought new ingredients and cooking methods, refining noodle making. Pilgrims and travelers carried recipes across regions, sharing and adapting as they went. Udon's growth was a group effort. Monks, traders, and ordinary people all played a part. Each journey and shared meal added to udon's story. Over centuries, the noodle absorbed local influences and became distinctly Japanese. Udon's evolution was gradual, shaped by countless hands and tastes. Udon isn't just one noodle. It's a culinary chameleon, constantly adapting and surprising. It's a whole family, a diverse lineage of flavors and textures, each with its own unique story to tell. This beloved noodle dish boasts regional twists across Japan, showcasing the country's rich culinary tapestry. Sanuki udon from Kagawa is famous for its firm, chewy texture, a delightful resistance that makes every bite a pleasure. Inaniwa udon from Akita is thin and delicate, almost ribbon-like, a testament to the artistry of noodle making. Nagoya's kishimen is broad and flat, offering a satisfyingly smooth and substantial mouthfeel. While Yamanashi's hoto simmers with vegetables in a hearty miso broth, a comforting and rustic dish perfect for colder months. Each style reflects the local climate and available ingredients, a true expression of terroir in noodle form. And each bowl honors regional tradition, preserving the unique culinary heritage of its origin. You could travel Japan eating only udon and never have the same bowl twice, embarking on a delicious and diverse culinary adventure. This incredible diversity is a testament to local pride and ingenuity, showcasing the creativity of Japanese chefs. Recipes are carefully passed down through generations, ensuring the preservation of these culinary treasures, making each bowl a piece of regional identity, a tangible link to the history and culture of its place. Udon's incredible variety keeps it exciting, offering endless possibilities for culinary exploration. There's always a new version to discover, a hidden gem waiting to tantalize your taste buds and expand your udon horizons. Udon is comfort in a bowl. Warm broth, chewy noodles, simple satisfaction. It's the go-to meal when you need a pick-me-up or something gentle on the stomach. For many Japanese, udon is tied to childhood memories and family traditions. It's affordable and accessible, found everywhere from train stations to convenience stores. Udon's honest simplicity is its strength. No pretense, just good food. In a complicated world, a bowl of udon offers a moment of calm and contentment. That's why it's so universally loved. It just feels like home. For years, udon was Japan's secret, but the world caught on. As Japanese people moved abroad, they brought udon with them, opening restaurants and sharing it with new communities. Japanese pop culture, anime, films, sparked curiosity about the food seen on screen. Food bloggers and travel shows showcased udon's appeal, and soon it appeared on menus worldwide. Udon's comforting texture and adaptability made it a hit. Now you'll find it in cities everywhere, sometimes traditional, sometimes with creative twists. Udon in carbonara sauce, with spicy gochujang, why not? Its global journey shows just how versatile and beloved this humble noodle has become. Udon is more than a noodle. It's woven into Japanese life. It's a quick lunch, a family dinner, a festival tradition. At New Year's, Toshikoshi udon symbolizes long life and new beginnings. Regional festivals feature their own udon dishes, connecting food to important moments. Sharing udon brings people together, family, friends, colleagues. Slurping is encouraged, adding to the relaxed, communal vibe. Udon's appeal lies in its simplicity and deep roots. It tells a story of history, regional pride, and the comfort of home. From mysterious origins to global fame, udon remains humble and beloved. Its slurp will echo through Japan and the world for generations.